Welcome back. Welcome back. Today we're talking about some of the most fascinating and intriguing true crime stories, some of them with updates no one saw coming. Nearly 2 years ago, we sat down with the real-life couple behind Netflix's American Nightmare. In 2015, Quinn and Denise Huskins were drugged and restrained, and Denise was kidnapped during a home invasion. Aaron was treated as a prime suspect, and when Denise reappeared 48 hours later, police accused her of staging an elaborate hoax. Take a look.
Tell me what happened.
I wake up, bright light blinding us, taser goes off, and I see they're wearing wetsuits.
What did they swim in? So what happens next?
Then asked Denise to tie my hands behind my back.
Did she discover something?
Found text messages.
Is she mad? Accused you of cheating? There's blood in your house.
Do you know where she is?
I didn't do anything. Yeah, you did.
Oh my God, it's her.
I just got a message. She's walking over to my house.
I'd never heard of a case where the kidnappers dropped their victim at the front door of their house.
We thought she's this innocent victim. She looks more like a suspect.
Police now wondering, is Huskins a real-life Gone Girl?
Here's their story. In a daytime exclusive and their first interview since American Nightmare was released, Quinn, and Denise Huskins joined the TAM fam. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I got to tell you, I've done crime shows for many, many years. I do not take this lightly. I recognize that, like myself, I watch this docuseries and it can seem like entertainment, but this was truly a nightmare for the both of you. So thank you so much for joining us on this show. Thank you. This all started 2015, 9 years ago. It made national headlines. I remember seeing some of the coverage on cable news. And then in 2021, you came out with your own book, Victim F, which was everything from your perspective. Then this docuseries happened. The first thing I thought when I was watching it was, why did you want to participate in reliving it?
Well, reliving it is always a challenge. It always brings up a lot of deep pain from the past. But we know that what we went through, the aftermath of everything as victims, being blamed, not being believed, happens all too often. We're not alone in that, sadly. And so it was really important for us to keep sharing what happened to us because we know that so many others out there might not have a chance to speak out. And so it's really important for us to share.
I want to take the audience back a bit, Aaron. We saw the trailer and I explained some of what happened, but after Denise was abducted from the home, you found yourself facing this unimaginable dilemma because, what people don't understand is you're in your home like anyone else that night, and it was very disorienting what happened. And you explained it in the docuseries of your state of mind when you realized she'd been abducted. Let's play it.
I wake up still under these sedatives. So exhausted, and the clock says it's about 11:30. 6 hours have already passed since Denise was taken. There's red tape marking where I need to be, and there's a camera staring right at me. So I can't call 911 because they're watching me.
I have covered a lot of stories. I have never anything like it. I've never seen it. So you wake up drugged. There are cameras, there's this tape. It's a horror film, essentially. And you did not call 911 right away. And you explained why that was a difficult decision.
Yeah, when people kidnap someone, the leverage they have is that they're going to hurt the person that you love. So the kidnappers told me, if you call the police, we kill Denise. And they were asking for an amount of money that I had. I would pay any amount of money to get her back, but if they asked for $5 million, I'd go to the police right away. So the decision to call is I would be safe, but I might be getting Denise killed.
18 hours of police interrogation. You're trying to explain to them what happened, and you realize at some point they're not asking questions. They believe I'm a suspect. Here's some of that interrogation.
The story you're telling here, I ain't buying it all. You got to think about how this is all going to play out.
I don't have anything to think about. I'm telling you what.
Okay, listen to me. There ain't no frogmen came into your house. Nobody dressed in wetsuits or... It didn't happen.
What took me aback also was that they told you to take a lie detector test, and then they told you failed the test. Mm-hmm. You're stressed, sleep deprived. I mean, they are trained to break you.
Yes,
but you didn't.
And they're good at it. That's what they do. Because I wanted to find Denise. I mean, that's the main thing. I needed her to get home safe.
We have that video, and I want your reaction to it as well. Denise, let's play it, of the lie detector test.
All right, Aaron, there's no question in my mind that you failed this test. And you failed it miserably. It's not even close.
That's part of the reason you wrote the book, because there's so much from Aaron's perspective, but during that time, you were being held by a monster, and your significant other is believed to be the suspect. So you, in so many ways, learned with the public what was really happening to him, and he learned after you returned what was happening to you.
The psychological torture that he went through with the police, there was so many parallels to how I was treated in captivity, and that realization was quite frightening. I think at that moment when he was telling me all of this, I thought, oh my God, he was kidnapped too, but by the police. Because they try to isolate you, they keep you from your family, they manipulate the environment, and it's all geared towards breaking you, and that's essentially how I felt too in captivity.
Denise, before the break, we were talking about what police were doing to Aaron and the psychological torture. I should let our audience know, and this I say with a warning, you were raped twice. You were tortured. And I look at you now, and I marvel at how brave you are.
Thank you.
And then... And then to be met with hostility by my own profession, the media, and by police of saying you made it all up. As bizarre as the details may seem, that you were accused, it's so wrong. That's a small word for it.
Yeah, for 2 days, I believed that I would be killed. And I had to make peace with the end of my life, but at the same time, I had to keep fighting. And the thing that kept me going was thinking about my life, thinking about Aaron, my family, and my career as a physical therapist. And that kept me motivated to try to survive. And I was really still in shock when I was met with disbelief and accusations and really being attacked by the police. They were threatening me with prosecution. I couldn't understand. And the fact that they went on national news so quickly just to destroy our reputations, and we couldn't return to work. We couldn't really walk outside the house without being recognized and being thought of as these horrible people.
There's a lot to the story that you will read in the book, but I should tell you, this was a random attack on you. The individual was caught. Matthew Muller was arrested for a similar home invasion. He was a former Marine. I think he'd gone to Harvard, and he is now serving 40 years in prison for this attack on you. But you still have so many unanswered questions about why.
Yeah, I don't think we're ever gonna fully get those answers. He was originally, from what he told us and what was written in the kidnapper's emails after I was released, that this was intended for Aaron's ex-fiance who had lived in the home, but we haven't gotten any answers as to the truth to that. The details involved in this case are astounding. So we really wanted to make sure that we were able to write a book from both of our perspectives so we could really take people with us along the journey of not only being victims of a violent crime, but then of false accusations. So it was really important for us to show what it's like to overcome something like this. It doesn't just end with the crime.
Claiming your power. It
Right.
doesn't end with the crime. I know in 2016 March, you filed a defamation lawsuit against the city of Vallejo and its police department, and you were awarded $2.5 million. The police also issued an apology. We did reach out to the department. They did not respond to our request for comment. Coming up, how Denise and Aaron have turned their relationship with law enforcement around and are helping solve decades-old cold cases.
This show makes me feel like the luckiest kid in the world. Join the fun and be part of our Tam Fam audience. Go to TamronHallShow.com. See you there.